O'Shea, Jackson Jr. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I am doing good. A little cold in Chicago, but I am good. But thanks for giving us giving us your time to chat a little bit about the DVD release of Straight Outta Compton. Um,
Yeah, dude,
we had
no problem. You know, we're all celebrating it right
That's great. It was a great movie, and we enjoyed it all here in Chicago. So one of our first questions is, this is your first film credit. Were you waiting for a title like this, like a Straight Outta Compton film, to make a film debut? I know you have other credits in film and TV, but in terms of film, this is your first one, I believe. Um, so was this like the movie to start off your career in film?
now. I definitely thought I was going to be on the other side of the camera. I went to USC for screenwriting, and so I always love to write stories and to really be the one behind the impact of the movie a little bit, as far as just showing people what's in my mind. Like that's just something that I really liked as an artist, and the Straight Outta Compton opportunity was just something that you can't ignore. My dad came to me and said, "You're starting to take the movie serious, and I want you to audition for me." And you at first that's nerve wracking, because if it's a bad movie, my career is over, and if I don't get the part, you couldn't play your father, so that's not a good look on the old resume either. But I had to do it for my family, and yeah, this movie was a perfect opportunity. It it means everything to me to be able to immortalize my family's name, and for people to see my father in the right eye.
Dr. Dre speaks about new talented black artists, as opposed to making a film using your typical black actors. How do you feel about the the decision of using new talent for such a film like this, that not only portrays, history in LA, but also music history?
Well, I feel that they didn't want this film to be kind of what everyone thought it was going to be. Everyone kind of gave us the attention like it was going to be a 2.5 hour music video. We weren't making. I keep calling it a movie, and that's not what it is. We weren't making a movie. We were making a film. And any distraction that lets you know it's a movie will take the audience completely out of it. That any cliche that you show, of course they win. Like anything like that takes your audience away from you. Our whole goal is to make it real, and they needed to show faces that we hadn't seen yet. You're not sitting there thinking, uh, "Oh man, that's." Gary always uses Ti as an example. You're gonna constantly see Ti there. So it was something for a more raw, real visual.
And being raw, it was definitely raw. I mean, I think just sitting there watching the film was like, wow. It took me back 25 years. Like, wow, it took me back to my days in high school. But how
Hell yeah.
difficult was it? How difficult was it, not just for you, but for the other cast members of the film, to get it right, not just for yourselves, not just for the audience, but for the members of the NWA, like your dad and Dr. Dre. How important was it to get it right?
Well, I put a ridiculous amount of pressure on myself to get it right, because I had family members wanting me to get it right. And with those guys, for Corey especially, Corey has developed such a relationship with Dre. Dre really, he really took Corey in, and was showing him things, and really embraced him to make sure that we had a great project. Jason, he doesn't have his character around. So what he had was all of the group. This is their friend, this is their brother. And they know what he, how he would want to be portrayed and what to show to immortalize their comrade. And so
Right.
you got to see not only a bonding amongst the cast, but a bonding amongst the cast and the group. That it started to become a family environment, and we're all looking out. We're all trying to make this masterpiece, and thank God that we did.
There's a portion in the one of the videos where you see Dr. Dre talking to Corey about, hey, stand this way, move your arms this way, spin the records like this. So, I mean, I think Dr. Dre wanted to get it down right to the T, like, hey, this is how it was 25 years ago for me, and I want you to get it just like the viewer myself. And I think the film and all the cast members portrayed it very well for all the members of the NWA.
Yeah, that Dre doing that, Dre getting Corey exactly how he was, even his down to his stance. That fueled Dre by, he's looking at himself. He's looking at himself working. His gears started to grind, and next thing we know, he gets up and he makes an album. you know, Even him
Right.
watching him watching Corey get down and him seeing Dre from the outside looking in fueled the entire Compton album. And as a Dr. Dre fan, how could you not love that story?
Yeah, for real. Right. True. And I mean, and Corey being coming from Juilliard, and I mean, he had no idea of like, turntables and spinning music and all this other stuff. So this is all pretty much new to him, from what I hear.
Yeah, Corey. We all had our own boot camps that we had to go through, and Corey actually learned how to DJ. DJ Rob Shot was Corey's teacher, and he actually learned how to DJ. And then from there, he was able to, go under Dre. And Dre, when Dre tells him something, it doesn't sound like a foreign language to him, And
Yeah.
it was just our prep for this movie was everything.
Let's talk about you here, Nice Cube, and your portrayal of your father. What is your earliest recollection of um, rap music influence besides your father? Who besides your father? Who is your earliest recollection in terms of influence?
Besides my father, I think the first rap album I bought, like I was like, no, I gotta go get this. I want it. Was Redman.
Oh,
Redman.
all right.
The Malpractice album. I went and bought that album myself. That was my first like, nah, this is mine. And I love Redman. To this day, I love Redman. The Blackout Tape, Red and Map is still easily top 10 album all time.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting you say that. That's okay.
Yeah, man, Red.
What about you? I mean, Ice Cube's your father. What about you sitting with your dad growing up, and who was some of your father's influences before the NWA group got together? Did he ever bring that up? Does he ever say anything like that?
I know who his favorite rapper is. Like I've asked him this, for years, like since I was a little kid to till now, who his favorite rapper was, and it's been the same answer every time. Chuck D is by far my father's favorite.
Oh, okay.
When he goes to see him, like we went on tour with Public Enemy, and you can still see that like that sand in his eye a little bit, when they interact. And so, it have to be Chuck. And also he had just met Rakim for the first time recently. And he kinda, you could kinda see that same type of smile in him. So
Yeah.
but if I had to give it to anybody, it's gotta go to his favorite. I know that's his favorite, Chuck D.
Yeah. Awesome. Um, but we know the film the film was a hit. It was a hit. It was a hit across the country. It was a hit for many of the youths nowadays who enjoy rap music. Not as I know it, back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a big influence.
Mm.
Um, in terms of the DVD and the release, I know the DVD is going to have some exclusive um, behind the scenes footage. So with that
Right.
said, without revealing the DVD release on the 19th, what should our readers, our subscribers, expect from some of this footage that we may see on the 19th?
Oh well, you're gonna see some more. You'll see some more interactions between the guys and I on set. The some more interaction with our mentors. The guys within the film. There's a lot of deleted scenes. Gary Gray's director's cut is the one you want. That's going to give you, I think, about 45 or an hour more of movie. So that's something that I think everybody's going to want to pick up, and I think you're gonna get a better feel of what it is that we were doing and what it is that we had, what we knew was on our hands. In the beginning, it went from telling NWA's story, and then when we're filming the Skateland scene, we got the hands up movement going on, so we knew we were speaking a message to the people. And it's a beautiful thing, this Straight Outta Compton movie, and because of the people, it's immortalized.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to the release on the 19th. Our readers are looking forward to it.
Yeah. This is O'Shea Jackson Jr. I just want to shout out to all the listeners and everybody who's peeping into LatinoScoop.com. I appreciate your support with Straight Outta Compton. Let's keep it going.
Hey, thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time and much success on your future on the screen there. So we're looking forward to it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Have a great day, bro. Stay out
All right,
the
you
cold.
too. Take it easy. Bye-bye.